Shalom, my people. Shalom. This is nothing but the truth. I found out that my name means Chieftain. So that's what I'm gonna call my thing from now, Chieftain. It's like a king. I'm like over the soldiers, and I'm embracing that name. I'm here to tell you nothing but the truth. I'm here to tell you nothing but the truth. This is why this virus is going around, the coronavirus. Go get you a can of Lysol. I know you've seen it on Facebook and all. I looked up myself. I got it highlighted in yellow. You can barely see it, but it's highlighted in yellow. Right here with my finger. That's the coronavirus. They saying that the virus never existed. This is the first time. But why is it on this can? Go get you some can because they're going to change the ingredients on the can so it won't kill it. All you need is this. And this will cure it. All you need is that spread up in there to kill all the germs. But they going to take that off the market after a while. Because we done come alive and find out what it is that they were fooling us all this time. Let me tell you why the coronavirus is hitting the Chinese and then and spreading out. The Chinese and the Japanese, why it's hitting them? For one thing, they eat raw food. They eating all this old dead animals, all this old stuff. They just eating and trying to feed it us. I seen a video where they go down in there in the sewage, get that old sewage up and change it into cooking oil. And they ship it to the restaurants here in the States, 55-gallon drum. So you eat stuff that would normally kill you anyway. I'm surprised we ain't dead now. Don't you ever wonder, back when I used to eat Chinese food, time you eat, it goes straight through your body. Within an hour, you got to go get rid of it. Let me tell you why. Because God said, recompense shall come upon your head for anybody who do something to the children of God. If you do something to the children of God, the Israelites, I ain't talking about nobody else, the Hebrew Israelites, everybody going to be punished for messing with God's chosen people. Now let me get straight to it. Deuteronomy 23:3. Deuteronomy 23:3. Okay? An Ammonite, Japanese, or Moabite, Chinese, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. That's why they're not in your churches. The only way they come to your church is they dating somebody outside their race and they bring them there. So they listen to whoever they dating to get them in there. But they don't come to your churches. You know you don't see no Chinese and no Japanese in your church. Because God says, an Ammonite or a Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to the 10th generation, forever, shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever. Because they met you not with bread and with water in the way when you came forth out of Egypt. When Moses brought us out of Egypt, that's how you know this us. That's how you know we are the true Hebrew Israelites in the Bible. The so-called Negro, because when Moses brought all the curses fit us. And everybody that did something against us is paying for it. This is why that coronavirus is out. Because God punishing them. God is punishing them. Whether you want to believe it or not, but I'm giving you scripture to tell you, God said they can't even come to our congregation. And the living proof of that, you don't see them in your congregation. So you know the Lord ain't lying, and you know I ain't making it up. Just like I said, the only way they'll come in your churches, if they dating somebody outside their race. And the Lord told us not to date nobody outside the race, or you're going to get the same thing they get. Okay? Go to it. I got another precept. Go to, well, this right here will tell us, go to Nehemiah. Because we don't supposed to marry them. Go to Nehemiah, please. Go to Nehemiah 10 and 30. 10 and 30. Because we don't supposed to marry them. We don't put to marry outside our race. Nobody but the 12 tribes of Israel. If you can't get along with a sister, go get you a Mexican. Go get you a Puerto Rican. Go get you an Indian. But marry within your nation. Don't go outside your nation or you're going to face the wrath of God. Nehemiah 10 and 30. And that we would not give. Okay, 10 and 30. I'm going to go right down. Okay. And we shall not give our daughters unto the people of the land. Because you got when he's saying that, because this is not our land. We were stolen and shipped all over the folk on the world. We shouldn't marry these people. You should just marry all the 12 tribes of Israel. And that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor take their daughters to our son. The woman should marry, and the man, we shouldn't just marry their race, period. Or you're going to get the same thing that they getting. Because you're going to be in the environment. You are most likely to follow that mate. you're going to start eating that food, what they eat and everything else. You're going to get sick just like them. You're going to do just like them. You're going to die. Okay, go ahead. Go to Nehemiah 13, 1 and 2. Nehemiah 13, 1 and 2, please. This is going to be a very short. I just need to get it out there. 13, 1 and 2. See, the Lord told them not to mingle with them people. This is why the Moabites are going through what they're going through now. That virus. I'm going to tell you, and when I read it, I'm going to tell you what God said. I'm going to prove to you that God said this is why they're going through what they're going through. This is why every nation, think about it. Think about this. Every nation that's messing with the black people catching hell. All them cities that had us in the slavery, now they flooding out. Storms is coming they never seen before. You got earthquakes. Now you got all these locusts eating up all the food. Go back to the plague in Egypt. When the Lord told Moses to let his people go, but he wouldn't. Every time he didn't let go, he put a plague on. Them plague is the same plague that's happened to us now. Pestilence means diseases. Pestilence means diseases. So all these diseases you get is the plague. That's how you know you're in the end of time. But everybody who messed with the Hebrew Israelite, they catching it. They messing up with crack, but guess what God put recompense back on them. Now they on heroin. They die so fast they can't produce no babies. So what they do, they turn us all into gay. They turn the men into gay men and the women into lesbian women. So now you start the population of the blacks. Because the women don't want to have no baby because they two women. They two women together. And you got the men, two men together, so they ain't producing no baby. So now they got the abortion clinic in your neighborhood, and now you're doing abortion amongst yourself by intermingling a man and a man and woman and woman. Okay, that's a whole different story, but that's just part of this story. So that's why they're going through what they're going through. We don't supposed to marry them. God said, now it came to pass that when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel, all the mixed multitude. See, when they stand around, I gotta get to it. When they stand around here, Moses giving the law, all the other nations that was in there that heard this, guess what they did? Now it came to pass when they had heard the law, okay, that they separated from Israel, all the mixed multitude. They left us alone. They left because they heard the law, because God said you can't be with us. You can't come in our congregation, and you can't hang around us, and we can't marry your daughters. I'm giving you scripture upon scripture. So they heard the news and they left. But we continue to try to intermingle with these people when they even get the law. That's why everybody thought the Ku Klux Klan was just racist, because they were saying we shouldn't intermingle. They were telling the damn truth. We don't supposed to intermingle. That's one thing they were telling the truth about. Okay, check this out. I just read that Nehemiah 13 and 1 and 2. I read it. I'm going to read it again. Because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water. Because when we were coming out of Egypt, they didn't feed us. They seen us. They seen us struggling. All them nations seen us getting beaten and whipped, and nobody came to help out. Like now. Everybody seen that they so-called niggas getting shot and killed in the street, but ain't nobody helping us. Where y'all supposed to be Africans, right? Where the Africans at? Where are they now? They live here too. Why ain't no African getting shot? Why only us getting shot? Why only so-called niggas getting killed in the Mexican, in the Native American Indian? Why we the only one getting killed? They killing the Native American Indian on the reservation, but they ain't telling you about that. So they killing the 12 tribes of Israel, ain't nobody come to help us. So guess what they said? The Lord said, because they met not the children of Israel. When we was coming out of Egypt, they met not the children of Israel with bread and with what? They didn't come help us. Nobody helping us now. All these other countries see the niggas getting killed. Ain't no Chinese getting killed. Ain't no Japanese getting killed, shot in the street. But the so-called niggas, the Native American Indians, so-called Mexicans, or Latinos, that cover them all. But ain't nobody come to help us. Where you everybody want to be African American. You want to say you come from Africa. Why not Africa come? They got an army. They got a military. But they ain't coming down here and say, you shoot another one of my people, we come in here and we're going to do something to you. We ain't going to let y'all come drill our gold. We ain't going to let y'all come drill for or whatever they do, diamonds, all the minerals over there. But ain't nobody standing up for you. But you want to call yourself an African. Call yourself an African, you tell me what country you come from. It's 52 over there. Everybody over there in Africa know what country they come from. You ask them, they say, I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Ghana. I'm from Lebanon. I'm from all of them. They tell you what country. You just say you're an African American, but you don't know where you come from. Because that's not you. I'm going to read it one more time. Because they met not the children of Israel with bread and water. The Moabites And the doggone Ammonites didn't do it. On that day, read the book of Moses. The book of Moses is the law. And in the audience of the people, therein was found written that the Ammonites and the Moabites should not come into the congregation of God forever. 13:1. 13 forever. That's why they're not in your churches. Because what they did is they paying for. That's why that virus out there. They paying for what they done to us. God, I'm going to show them proof till they paying for what they done to us. I just read that. If you want me to read it again, I'm going to read it one more time. Nehemiah 13:1 all the way to 3. On that day, they read the book of Moses, the book of law. When Moses came down, he had the law. That and the church don't want to teach you the law. How you going to learn this if you don't learn the law? Come on, man. In that day, the book of Moses, in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonites, which is the Japanese, and the Moabites shall not come into the congregation of God forever. That's why they're not in your churches. Just like I said, the only way they come in your churches is they dating somebody drag them in there. They're not coming. Nehemiah 1 and 3. Read that. Now it came to pass when they had heard the law, when all them people, because they was all together. A lot of people came, when we came out of the wilderness, when we came from Egypt, a lot of people tried to cleave unto us. A lot of nations was inside of Egypt. So they tried, when we got out, they just followed on with us. But then when Moses went to breaking down the law, they went to say, shit, they went to haul the butt. They got out of there. And this is what it said. Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel. When they were learning the law, they separated from us. But we still keep trying to chase them down and marry them. We go in their store, they dog you out. They call you all kind of names. They beat you. You go do your nails from them. You go get their hair from them. You go get all your stuff from them. All your beauty. And they sell you, why you do like this all day? Because parasites in that horse hair. They did a study, said it ain't enough hair to sell. It ain't enough hair growing. It ain't enough hair growing for people. They just sell that much hair to keep up with the market. So they get animal hair, horse hair, and they blend it together. That's why you get concussion by patting your head. And then when you take it out, you got scabs in your head. Because God said the daughter of Zion should be cursed with a scab. Your hair come out your head. You look like me. Not because of a sickness, because you putting that weave stuff in your head and it's eating your hair. That's part of your curse in Isaiah. So your head should be scabbed. The daughter of Zion should have scabs in the head. Why do you think you doing like this in all day? But you started going up in Moab, and the Ammonites shop buying that stuff, but you doing like this here. I see them pass by in the car, they damn near beat their brain in. Guess what they find out? Now you get the concussion. Because you won't do thus saith the Lord. Lord say separate from them. They did it their own self. Guess what it said? Now it came to pass when they had heard the law that they separated from Israel all the mixed races. Once they started hearing the law, and the law was given just to us, why would you think they leave if the law included them? No, the law was given just to the so-called Negroes, and the Native American Indians, and the Latinos, so-called. It was given to us. All the other nations heard and left, but we keep following behind them other nations, so you're getting cursed. You're getting cursed because you follow behind them other nations. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on now, because I know how you do. Go, I'm going to tell you this how you go to Nehemiah 9 and 3. Nehemiah 9 and 3. Nehemiah 9 and 3. Check this out. Check this out. It's going to be short. 9 and 3. 9 and 3. Check this out. 9 and 3. Now, I'm going to start from verse 1. Nehemiah 9, 1 through 3. I'm going to start there. Now in the 20th and fourth day of the month, the children of Israel were assembled with fasting, with sackcloth on the earth upon them. They were fasting. They were getting their body, they getting ready to hear the word. So they were getting their body prepared, get mentally right. You know what to do when you fast to clean your soul. Not only does it clean your body, because you got to understand your stomach is your brain. Your stomach thinks for you. It ain't not just that's your other brain. Your stomach tell you hungry. It start growling. You let you know that. So they cleansing their soul. That's what the Lord is saying. And the seeds of Israel separate themselves from all strangers. The seed is us. I ain't finna go in there. The seed is us. They separate themselves from all strangers and still to confess their sin and the iniquity of their father. We praying to the Lord. We fast, clean our soul, get our mind right. And then guess what? We left all them strangers alone. After they left, we left them alone. But now we going back to them. Because we going out they stole, we marry them, do everything. But we separated from them. Yeah, I'm going to read again. In the seed of Israel, separate themselves from all. We separate ourselves from all. That's why I try to tell y'all that the book is only made for the Hebrew Israelite. Here, they never taught you this in church. We separated from them. And guess what? We separated from all strangers. And still confessed our sin and our iniquity. We confessed our sin to the Lord. Because we know we were doing that pagan stuff. We were worshiping all other gods. The same thing we doing now. That's why we're up under these curses now. Check this out. And they stood up in their place. They stood up where they were. And they read the book of the law of the Lord their God. They read the Old Testament. The New Testament was not here. So they read the Torah. The New Testament was not here. So they read the Torah. Man, I don't know what to say, man. Read the Torah. Guess what? Guess how long they read it? They read it for 1/4 part. That's a quarter of the day. You don't got 24 hours in a day. They read that book for a quarter of a day. The law. And then another 4 part, another quarter they confess and worship the Lord. Oh man, I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know what else to tell you. And see, the Lord told us to separate from them doggone people, man. Them people killing us. That's why they got that coronavirus. The Lord said they can only come to our congregation. Because the Lord said, because they didn't meet us coming out to eat. They didn't give no water. They helped the people alone. But we don't want to pay attention to none of that. Why? I just read you that in short term. So that was quick. I just had to get it out there. I'm gonna go to this. Wait a second. I gotta read this in. Check this out. Go to Joel. This is why this is happening to all the other nations. Right now, focus on Moab and the Ammonites because it's happening to them right now. They got that coronavirus. That's why they dying. This is why they are dying of that coronavirus. I done told you the Lord said he didn't help us. The Lord told them not to never come in our church or congregation. They don't never put to be around us. We don't put to be with them. I just read it, so you can't say I'm lying. I gave you scripture where it said go at. The Lord told us they are not supposed to come in our congregation up to the 10th generation forever. Oh man. Go to Joel 3 and 7. This is why they are dying. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where they have sold them. He gonna raise us up. Because we've been sold all scattered 4 corners of the earth. Check this out. And I will return your recompense upon your own head. The same thing they did to us is the same thing they're going through right now. The Lord said that not me, your recompense upon your own head. So that's what the same. Y'all, I'm gonna give you some brief history. The Chinese and the Japanese to walk by you and hold their nose. And way before they were putting on them the masks on, they were doing that because they said we were stink. But now the Lord done turned their recompense against them. Now they walk around here dying. You not dying, not from that. The Lord said in Joel 7, I will return your recompense upon your own head. That is why they are dying, folks. You are a precious jewel. You are an apple of God's eye. Anybody that's messing with you is going down. And you can see it. All these places where they done killed us and hung us and had us in slavery, all them places going through earthquake, tornado, hurricane, we have earthquake and red blood coming out of the earth. San Francisco, fire, flood, all them places where they dogged us out when we couldn't come. You know, San Francisco had, back in the day, they had a law where no black people can come in there. Now they still got certain sections in San Francisco where only rich people come there. You got a few Negroes try to slide up in there. What they do? They put a darn sign on you saying, you're still a nigger, LeBron James. So they know their book. We don't know ours. I'm trying to tell you, this is what they're talking about. We have to get out there and start learning this Bible, man. We're not reading the Bible. We're not learning it. But I'm giving it to you straight. I'm giving it to you straight. And this is what God said. God said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandment. For this is the whole duty of man. He's talking about women too. The Hebrew Israelites. This is our duty. He told us to separate from them folks because this stuff is happening. They don't like you. They don't love you. So God's stepping in. And they paying for what they done to us. I don't know how I just went through that and told you what's going on. That's why it's important that you learn who the characters in the Bible are. And people, guess what God said? Cause what God said. The same book that they wrote their stuff in, Moses was in them books. Moses, but the Lord said, if you didn't believe Moses, you ain't gonna believe me because Moses wrote of me. The Lord said, if you didn't believe Moses, you ain't gonna believe me because Moses wrote of me. So the Old Testament you got to read and study. But they get in church, they tell you ain't no Old Testament. But guess what? If there ain't no Old Testament, why are they taking your tithe? Tell them to stop taking your tithe, because tithe come from the Old Testament. Tell the preacher, say, hey, you say it ain't no Old Testament, so stop taking my tithe. And see how quick they go to the Old Testament. Okay? Check this out. Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. He never changed it. If Moses wrote about Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ said Moses wrote of me. So nothing changes. The Lord was back then during Moses' time too. Nothing never changed because Moses wrote of the Lord, but the Lord wasn't supposed to be here until the New Testament. But Moses wrote of the Lord. So he tells you, I was back. That's me. The same thing Moses was telling you, that's me. He talking about me. I'm telling you. So if nothing changes. So the same thing Moses was telling the people of Israel is the same thing God telling you right now today. I'm breaking down the simplest problem. The Lord says separate yourself from all the other strangers. That's how you know the Bible was given to you. Because it's your book. It's your history. The word Bible means record. This is your records. This is your history. Biblios. Record. Hebrew word. Biblios. It's a Hebrew word meaning records, meaning Bible. This is your record. This is why the Ammonites and them catching hell now. Because they did us wrong, man. They did us wrong. The Lord trying to tell you this is what they did to you. The Moabites and the Ammonites. I don't know. I done broke it down to you. I done broke it back to you. This is why they're going through what they're doing. The Lord said they didn't help us in the time of need. When we was coming out of Egypt, they didn't help us. They didn't bring us no bread and water. They seen us suffer. No other nation is helping us now. We struggling now. They're killing us. You got all these nations living within us, but why we the only one dying? Why we only getting shot and shoot? You don't mistake an African and shoot him. Because he got military. They got their own country. Why you got Chinese? You ain't shooting none of them. They got gangs. You got Japanese here, Korean here. You ain't seen the police mistakenly killing them. They're only killing us. But God said their recompense gonna come from their own head because nobody coming out to help us. The Lord said they didn't bring us no bread, no water. What he's saying, ain't nobody coming to help us. And Lord said, I'm gonna bring the recompense against your own head. So what you did, go to this is it. Go to Revelation. I'm gonna show you what the Lord said. This is Revelation, the New Testament now. This is the New Testament, Revelation 13:13. Revelation 13:13. This is it. Then I'm off. Revelation 9 and 10. I'm sorry. Revelation 13, 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. We all got ears. So hear this carefully. He that leadeth us into captivity. Who led us into captivity and still have us in captivity? This is what the Lord figured about recompense upon their head. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All the other nations had us in captivity. We've been sold to the Portuguese. We've been sold to the Chinese. We've been sold to the Japanese. We've been sold to the Africans. We've been sold to the so-called Edomites right now today. We've been sold to Israel, Israelis. We've been sold to them. We've been sold to all the other people. The Lord said, who that led us into captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation. He that's killing with, don't they, the sword is the modern day gun. We the only nation of people that getting killed. Who that killing with the sword must be killed with the sword. They gonna pay for everything. They dying. All the other nations are dying. African catching hell now. The Germans over there catching hell. The Germans and the Africa now. Y'all seen that? The Germans over there taking it because they gotta pay for what they did to us. Every nation that did something gotta pay for it. They gonna turn on the United States of America and blow their. That's when World War III coming. So they gonna pay for it. Everybody gonna pay for who had us in slavery. All the other nations had us in slavery, and you can see it. You just follow, see what's going on with all the other nations. They're catching it. If you just imagine if we just obeyed the law, statute, commandment, that we would nothing be happening, we wouldn't be getting sick, we wouldn't be doing that. But what the Lord said, come out of ye, old Babylon. This is old Babylon. We can't get and catch a plane. This is Babylon. He tried don't follow their wicked ways. Must be killed, and here's the patience or the faith or the saint. And we see him saying, Lord, I'd be glad when the people pay for what they're doing for us. That's us. I'm going to read it to you slowly. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We are the saints. Don't tell me you ain't saying, Lord, I'm tired of living like this. I'd be glad when they pay for what they're doing to us. That's the patience of the saint. Because the Lord said he come. Right now you see everything happen. I just gave you a clip, a quick glimpse of this here. It goes deeper than that. But this is a clip, a quick glimpse of what the Lord doing to them Ammonites and them moabites. This is why this is why it happened to them. I just read it to you. Go back and look at the tape and you will see it. Because this is real deal, people. This is real deal. Shalom, my people. I do this all out of love. Shalom, shalom. I love y'all. Please go back and read these scriptures that I've given you. I give them to you 2 or 3 times, so you can go back and get them. And go back and study for yourself and show self-approval. Because you don't go back and study for yourself and show self-approval, you'll never get it. You'll never get it and you'll never understand it. You got to go get it and study this word. I'm giving to you clear as day for you can have something to go back on. I went scripture upon scripture, line upon line. I didn't swear away. I gave you word for word what it is. I'm just giving it to you like you wake us up because we need your awakening. This is why this stuff will happen to the mother nation. And you're not an African because they're trying to push that thing going on by every African. If we were African, why they come here and helping us? They got military. But guess what? The Lord punishing them for what they did to us. That's why you see them over with their big stomachs. They dying for different diseases. They dying on here. People, they done colonized their country, took their country over. Now the Germans over there going to take the stuff over there. They got to pay for what they did to us. God said everybody that did something to the children of Israel going to pay for it. Okay, go back and study what I showed y'all, people. Go back and study what I showed you. Shalom, shalom. I love y'all. I do this all out of love. I love y'all.